Questions for Coach Johnson?
I guess how are things going? Was it a better day today?
I think there was some things that were better. The defense was probably a little better. I'm not sure the offense was much better.
Just the continual back and forth of
It goes back and forth. It's about half of it's who wants to be out there.
Got over 2 weeks to the opener. Where do you kind of stand with your return positions?
We'll have one.
You'll have one, but is that, and also with the kickers, a situation where you might take that into the first game and just?
Yeah, I mean, right now I have no idea who the kicker's going to be. Do what? It's been a little less than stellar in camp, just to be honest. So we'll work it out. We still got a couple of weeks, and we're charting every kick, and we'll figure out who gives us the best chance.
Is it an accuracy issue or getting kicks off, or?
It's not getting them off.
Is there a possibility?
Although sometimes it was yesterday. The holders dropped two.
Is it a possibility that one could kick off and the other could do the?
Yeah, there's a possibility.
Are all three still competing?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you doing much with sky kicks with the new rule with the touchback?
You really expect me to answer that? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Who knows? Maybe.
You used Brad on punt returns last year, and he had some sure hands. But
He's been a punt returner for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're comfortable going there again?
He's still back there. I'm comfortable with Brad catching the ball and doing what he's supposed to do. We got to give him some help. We also got some young guys back there returning, and we're starting to go more live for them, and we'll see what they can do. You got to try to evaluate, and it might be situational.
Some of those young guys coming off red shirts, are they possibilities for kick coverage, to try to improve that phase of the game?
Yeah, I mean, part of it is you got to cover better, and we got to kick better. I mean, that's
Yeah, go hand in hand.
yeah.
It seemed like last year a lot of times kicks weren't going where they're supposed to go or to the right zones.
Well, it's some all of it. We got to do a better job in covering them too.
With punt return and kick return, I mean, it sounds like it's both.
You're good when your returners are good.
Yeah.
That's 40 years of experience, bottom line. Now, you got to give them some help, but, sometimes you can be return right and that guy's really good and he goes left and takes it 95 yards. It's so it's some all of it.
Are you hopeful in what you're seeing?
Do what?
Are you hopeful in what you're seeing with some of those guys that they are?
Yeah, I think we got a chance with some of them. I mean, it's not like you can wave a wand. I mean, we've had some good punt returners. Gerard Tarrant was a good return, running the same returns. Nothing's changed. You just got to execute them better.
What do you look for when you look at a return guy? You've had
Number one, they got to be able to catch the ball, because the very first thing you want to do with a punt return is possess the ball. You want to get it, and then the way punt returns are, if you can make one guy miss because the field spread, it's usually pretty good. Or if you can get a wall or good blocking. If you're not returning them very well, then you need to pressure and try to block them.
Brad Stewart, career-wise, doesn't have a large number of catches. Is this year, or maybe he starts to build up that stat?
Who knows? I'm not too worried about it. We'll do what we do and play. I'm not going to target Brad Stewart. I mean, Brad's been a good player for us. Yeah, well, he's out there playing. So if it comes his way, hopefully he'll catch it. But he's experienced, and we'll see how it goes.
Someone asked this question, I didn't have an answer for it. So how do you decide which side A-backs line up on? Because I've seen guys lined up multiple ways.
It doesn't matter. They can play both sides. They're dual, same thing. Sometimes you just line them up by what they can do well. If some guys are a little better blockers, then they get tasked with blocking more than the other guy. If some guys are better on the toss play, then they're over there on the toss. Some guys are better receivers than they're on the, so we just try to utilize them for what they can do well. And truthfully, the starters, for the most part, they don't flip. They just kind of one's right and one's left, and they just play. And they rotate, and if one comes in, it's like, hey, you might have been a starting right A-back, and the next two series you're out, and then you go in at left A-back. It's the same thing.
Is Clinton your best blocking A-back right
I don't know. I don't know that I would say that right now. Clint's experienced, and he's done a good job in the pass blocking. You know, Quaza certainly can block, and there's no reason Nathan can't block. I mean, there's a bunch of those guys.
As you kind of figure out the pecking order at wide receiver, and you're also looking for improvement from.
Yeah, the pecking order is Brad Stewart and Jalen Camp.
How much, as you're looking for improvement there, though, how much is it? Is it as much the rapport that Taquan finds with those guys, or?
I think it's just them, you know, knowing the offense and knowing what to do and being physical and catching the ball and being consistent. Malachi Carter's going to play out there this year. He's going to play. He might be the third receiver right now. Probably is.
Has Dolphus got a chance to get back to practice?
He's back practicing now, but he got hurt, and it hurt him a little bit. And Adonicus got hurt, and it hurt him. So,
Couple more for Coach?
Something new about Lucas that you can,
yes, they did the MRI, and he's going to probably, he's going in tomorrow. They're going to look. Then he may have surgery. We'll see.
and if he has surgery, that'd be if the year, or?
Yeah, most guys I know wouldn't come back from that anytime soon and play this year.
I imagine it's pretty disappointing. He's had bad luck with injuries. And
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's non-contact again. I mean, that's the second time in 3 years we've lost a quarterback with non-contact injury, just planting.
Graham goes back to permanent quarterback.
He hadn't practiced. He's been out since Saturday.
so your third quarterback's the walk-on kid that's in camp.
In practice, yeah.
Is Graham someone you're hoping to get back,
He'll be back at quarterback, yeah.
but back soon, practicing?
As soon as they turn him loose.
Anything else?
How's the depth at guard, what was that looking like?
At offensive guard,
Right,
it's
yeah.
not good. So what would happen probably if a guard goes down is right now Will Bryan would probably move back to guard and you play with the tackles. One of them.
You still looking for Charlie or one of those guys to
Step up. They need to play better. Absolutely.
right.
Got an opportunity.
Thanks, Coach. Senior A-back Clay Searcy. Open it up for questions for Clay.
The biggest thing about going through camp is it trying to be consistent from day to day.
All right. Yeah, I think our biggest thing is definitely being consistent. You know, it's a long, gruesome camp. I feel like we've done a pretty good job with being consistent. You know, throughout practice, you get a little energy loss, but we always finish with high energy. And we just plan on building on that.
As a senior, do you talk to some of the kids this week? Is one of the tougher weeks of camp this weekend?
Oh yeah, definitely. These last 2 weeks leading up to the game, because you know, at the beginning it kind of flies by. You know, your body's not really beat up, but at this point, you know, your body's beat up. You're trying to rejuvenate. A lot of guys says this is the toughest week. It goes by slow, but you know, we just go out and try to make the best of it every day.
There's been a lot of talk over the offseason about the defense and the excitement over the defense. What about the offense? What's kind of motivating you guys this year as you guys get ready?
Right. As an offense, we felt like we didn't finish well last year in games. Has definitely been a thing that we've been working on over the offseason during camp. We've definitely, you know, we have a lot of people on offense that can make plays, not just one singular guy. And we just think it's going to be an exciting season for the offense.
Have any of the young A-backs kind of stood out to you with how they've picked up the offense or their kind of abilities, anything in particular catch your eye?
I think both Tajay and Dante, they both are picking up the offense pretty well. They definitely picked it up faster than I did. Their route running is crazy. You know, they're fast guys. I feel like they're getting the groove of it.
You kind of excited to see some young talent coming up behind you now?
Oh yes, most definitely. Keeps that hope alive.
How has Taquan been throwing the ball? I know there's been a lot of work that we've done with you guys to work on accuracy and so forth.
He's definitely doing a lot better than last year. I feel like on his deep balls, he's more accurate. I feel like it's going to be an exciting season for him in the run game and the pass game as well.
I imagine as you see him get more comfortable, it's exciting for you because that's how you guys get a little bit more involved. Is if he can progress through his reads sometimes to see where you guys are open versus trying to force the ball outside.
All right. Yeah. You know, but you know he's not perfect. So when he make a mistake, you know, we talk to him, and when we make a mistake, he do the same. So it's like every day we're working on it together. We try to build that trust between each other. So it's just something we got to connect with.
Do you feel like you and Clinton will be more involved in the pass game this year than last year? It seemed like
Yeah.
that was kind of a missing element last year.
Yeah, I feel like pretty much all the A-backs will be involved in the passing game. I feel like everyone has the ability to get open, and everyone at the A-back position has been catching balls this fall camp. So I feel like we're all ready to catch passes and be ready.
Quan mentioned that when he looked at film, he noticed that he missed the A-backs a lot on some open receivers. I imagine he'll be maybe focused a little more, maybe take his time and wait for you guys to break open.
All right. Well, it's just all about his reads. So it's not necessarily missing us, as he say, but it's just how his reads going. Or maybe we could do something better, like getting open faster or something like that. Something, like I said, we have to connect on and keep working on and building.
What's the thing you're looking forward to the most when camp ends?
Going to the pool. It's hot out here. I just want to relax by the pool, cook on the grill.
How much do you have left till you graduate?
I graduated in December, actually. So I think I have like 6 more hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So light load this fall then?
Yeah, I think, I only have, 4 pretty easy classes. So I think fall will be pretty fun.
Anything else? All right.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate your questions for Karan.
How was your camp been? You feel like you came in better shape this year than last year? Or?
Most definitely. Playing at a lower weight, so I'm thinking it's going to be improving in my game this upcoming season.
Did you cut your body fat also?
Yeah, I mean, this came with the territory, really just cutting down weight. That means I had to cut down body fat. I went from, I believe, 12% to now 10, now probably 9. So dropping most definitely. It just comes with my new style of playing, new style of workout, and then, like I said, I want to see where it goes and where it can take me.
How do you feel like your camps progress in terms of taking advantage of things you learned and kind of working on in the spring and the fall and putting them into use?
It's definitely progressing from week to week. Just trying to get some of the kinks out that we had last year, individually and as a group. So I think we're learning. I think we still need room for improvement. However, I believe it's a process, and I think that's everything. So I believe we're doing much better than last year, but as I said, only time will tell.
What did you notice from last year, or what did you learn from last year that you feel could help you this year?
Like I said, just studying more, being a player of the game instead of just an athlete. Getting to the film and just watching what you can do right instead of just going out there and playing. Even though the fact is the game is just going out there and having fun, you got to know what you're doing when you go on the field. You got to be able to read the game as if you're watching the game. Like I said, the eye in the sky never lies. So it does show the flaws, it shows the benefits. So that's where I'm trying to look at and I'm trying to improve my game at.
Imagine when you guys go 1-versus-1, you're seeing a lot of Brant. I'm curious how you've seen him progress since.
Brant always came with the energy. Since I've been knowing him, he has been one of the top linebackers that I even played against throughout my college career, throughout my high school career. He's probably one of the most physical, most dominant, probably most mentally there linebackers. So, I mean, all of them as a group is mentally sound, plus especially them, everybody coming back, David Curry, Vic Alexander, all of them are physically gifted. So this, from his leadership and down on, I think it's going to be a great core right there.
What's the thing you're looking forward to doing the most when camp ends?
Sleep. Getting back to sleep, trying to get my body right now. It's going through a emotional roller coaster right now, trying to stay healthy, trying to learn this, still trying to be inside, be in tune with the plays and go out there and practice hard every day. So I think most thing when this camp is over with, try to get back to the therapy sessions, trying to go back to the 100% before at least Alcorn State comes.
Anybody make a good play today on your side?
Not really. Like I said, it's something we just need to improve on as a group, as a team, and especially as an offensive unit. But, however, we're still working, so no new things that need to be said right there.
All right. Thanks, Karan.
No problem. Thanks.
Oh, how's everyone doing?
Not bad.
Good. I'm doing good.
Some injuries at your position. Some guys were there, now they're not there. I mean, how's things looking at the position overall?
You know, we're doing great. I feel like it's been a good camp so far. You know, it's great having all the freshmen coming in, learning, seeing what potential we have in the younger class, and having the guys who are back getting a lot better. So it's been a great camp so far. We just got to continue to work and learn as a group and as a team, and continue to get better for that first game.
Coach said that they've been working on some improving kind of your space and punt return stuff. Is that something you're seeing when you guys practice that at all in terms of blocking and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, we're always going to continue to scheme everything up. You know, we're going out there, we're going to play football. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's us versus y'all, who can get the job done. So we just got to continue as a unit to improve. We had a couple of glimpses of it last year, so we want to get a much more of those glimpses and break one this year. So we'll see.
You got your first touchdown. I imagine that you want to punt for a touchdown.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you know, wherever I can help the team out and, you know, be a part of a winning record and winning every position, every situation in the game is what we want. So
Making any changes up front in the punt return blocking?
It's just, you never know. It's camp.
Sure,
You know,
yeah.
we love to see who can get out there and play. And we have a bunch of guys returning that have done well, and we have some new guys that are showing athleticism and ability. So, you know, we'll see in that first game. Coach Johnson, you know, he sees the potential, and whatever else coaches understand and know the knowledge of the game the best, they'll put the best people in there.
Who surprised you this in camp on defense, maybe with just how they perform or brought it every day or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed with a bunch of guys. You know, notably, I always hang out with David Curry and Christian Campbell because they came in with us, and we've always lived together and hung out. So they've been doing a really good job this year. Hopefully have some big roles this year. Jalen Johnson, you know, coming back, and his fifth year is going to be great for him. Brant's always been great. I mean, I can name everyone on the defense, but I'm really positive about how the defense is looking and how athletic we are and how much knowledge they have of the game.
Coach Johnson mentioned that Malachi Carter was kind of moving up, and I'm curious what you've seen out of him so far.
Oh, he's a great receiver. I mean, he's athletic. He's learning fast, which is great in this offense. You know, we have to have fast learners. You know, he makes plays. He's athletic. And like a bunch of the receivers are, we have to be out there to make plays when we're not expected. So that's going to be huge for us this year. So whoever can help those situations, more the merrier.
Do you feel like Taquan's been more accurate in terms of getting the ball off and getting it into the right spaces for you guys, and, you know, as opposed to last year when things sailed at times on him? Yeah,
I think in general, Taquan's knowledge of the game and his athleticism, as we all know, I mean, he's going to be a great quarterback this year, and he has so much more film and knowledge of himself that he's ready for it. I mean, he's ready to get, and we're all ready to get the past and just get to that first game and just show the work we've been doing.
Can you think of a pass that he's made, you know, whether it's Philly or one where he's like, wow, that was maybe not like that was a much better, like maybe you would have made it there last year, or was there on money, or were you really impressed by just how the play unfolded? Yeah, I mean, he has numerous plays this camp that he's made impressive throws in the hole, over top. I mean, it's been great for us. We've loved that. We've communicated, and we're a lot closer this year. So there's just the stars that we can go to. We just have so much potential. So we gotta execute.
What is your relationship with him like, as far as, you know, do you openly tell him when, you know, get it here, I you know, receive better if it's placed here, you know, whatever? Do y'all talk like that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever play is called, whatever situation it is, we have to be on the same page as the quarterback. So we continue to, after we'll watch film of the previous practice or whatnot, we'll always talk and figure out situations where, hey, it could have gone like this, or if it went like this, what would we have done? So I think we've done very well this year of that more mature level of getting together after situations and being like, okay, did we do it right? Could we have done it better? So I think we've grown up as a unit offensively. So
How much is it hitting you that this is your last season and all that stuff?
yeah, I've been trying not to think about it, to be honest, but I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, camp's coming to an end. It's, what is it, Tuesday or Wednesday? Thursday? It's Wednesday? When? I don't even know. But I know it's day 12 of practice. That's what I know. So, but yeah, we all the seniors, we've been talking about it, you know, trying to make this the best camp and, you know, the most improving camp as a group. Because, you know, we're always going to start off, you know, we're in shape from the summer with Coach Sisk and everything, but now it's time to get in football shape. It's time to get back in the rhythm of the plays and the situations and stuff like that. So it's coming fast, but I wish I could slow it down. But you know, you just gotta take advantage of every opportunity you have, because you never know when your last one will be.
With the loss of Lucas, what do you see from Tobias?
You know, Tobias is a great quarterback, great athlete, great leader too. He loves communicating with all the offense and being on the same page and really getting close with Taquan about situations in the game, because you can see film and you can memorize the plays all you want, but until you get in there and actually figure it out on your own, you know, it's a whole different ball game. But he's had some great coaching from them too, and Lucas will continue to coach him, and because I know Lucas is staying positive. He's a great athlete, and we'll continue to move forward and get to where we need. Do what?
He's been around since he got hurt, just around practice, or?
Yeah, I mean, Lucas, he's been coming in treatment, stuff like that. But he's a great guy, positive. You know, he's going to keep the team spirit up. So we're happy to have him. So.
Anything else?
What's the thing you're looking forward to most when camp ends?
Not school. No, I'm almost done. I have 13 hours in the fall, 6 in the spring, and I'm graduating. So I just want to be around football as much as I can. You know, I'm ready to get that degree and ready to, you know, I'm trying to get ready for the next step in my life. But, you know, we just take this as slow as possible and really be in the moment. So.
Do you know that you want to get the NFL shot, or you?
Whatever happens. You know, what I'm focused on is this season, and we gotta have a great season and get to a good bowl game, and you know, we got a lot of goals we're gonna set, and we're gonna reach them.
How was your internship this one?
It was good. Yeah, it was with Southern Company again, like last summer, so it was great working with them, and they've taught me a lot as a intern, and as well as just my first job and figuring out the real world. So it's been great.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank y'all.